Hey, what's up? It's my apartment 5H. We in the building. I got my friends in the building tonight and my neighbor who has the penthouse. He got a lot of money. He's in the building too, Torre. But I want to welcome my man, Kanedi Heat. This is my guy right here.
What's up, dog?
Kanedi Heat. So before I even you know what? Let me get straight to it. Then I introduce what my man Kanedi Heat. I don't know if you guys listened to J. Cole's The Fall Off album. Did you guys get a chance to listen to it?
Yes, I listened to it in whole entirety.
I remember the same night it came out, I called Torre. He was asleep, which I was surprised. I'm like, J. Cole's album just dropped.
It was 4 a.m.
And you were asleep, and you have not listened to the album.
It was 4 a.m.
4 hours after the album dropped.
Yes.
And you did not listen to
it. I was very much asleep.
Which I was surprised. And I still to this day, which is weird, I only got through the first disc because I've been listening to it so much. One song that stuck out was a song called Safety. And I remember kept telling you about the Safety song.
Yes.
I didn't get a chance to listen to the second side. So my opinion is from only disc 29.
Got it.
I give it a 9.5 out of 10.
9.5 out of 10.
Me,
wow.
Yes. I do. And the reason being is now in this climate, I don't think we have projects that's like that, meaning meaningful projects of substance. I think people just drop stuff, just let me just make a quota. Let me just put this out, let me put this out,
right.
And see if it stick. If it don't, it don't, like that. And I think that it shows, even if I think he did. I don't even gotta guess if he did. I know he did. I think he took his time with this project.
Definitely did. We know that.
And I don't know how you feel about it. Did you listen to the whole thing?
I listened to it multiple
times.
Both
sides?
Both discs.
Okay. I want to talk to Jay first, because you seem like you gonna be a little biased. And I know
I'm gonna be biased. I can't have an opinion, God.
All right, you have an opinion, go ahead. Remember, you are considered hip-hop in this room.
We're gonna get to that.
People say I'm not
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Mr. Grammy.
I want to get to that understanding of
by
why
the way, you had the
people
best
think you're not
Grammy suit, too.
He hated on my Grammy suit last episode.
Nah, that was fashion.
He said my shit was trash.
Nah, that was
But
fashion.
look at this nigga. Look what he got on. Now you supposed to take
that was
clothes
fashion.
advice from him?
I got the Massacre, got 30 years.
Yeah, I know.
Shout out to
Exactly.
50 Cent.
No, we shout out to 50. It's a good T-shirt. The rest of it, the whole ensemble though, that's not what we here to talk about.
Okay, cool.
I like the J. Cole project, but I do understand where it's a lot of music, and I think that's where a lot of people get caught up in the double album thing. It's like if you condense some of that, you make one really, really great project, as opposed to having a solid project with a couple of misses or just a couple of songs that you didn't necessarily need. What I heard was that the 29 disc is supposed to be where he was going into his 30s, his mindset.
And he was 29-year-old. 29.
Right, is where he's going into his 40s in that mindset. So in that regard, I get it, I understand it. Maybe I would have rolled it out as two separate projects, just to kind of let you digest the music a little bit different. But overall, it's fire, man. I mean, Cole is gonna come with bars. He's gonna come with concepts.
You sound like you're not really like jacking it. Pause.
I like it. It's not my favorite project in the world, but it's solid. It's definitely joints on there that I go back to. I fuck with the Safety record a lot. I fuck with the shit with Future and Tim's. That's
Is that on
tough.
the second album?
The one with Tim's and Future. That's on the first project. I don't know, because when I listen to it, I mean, it's not like it's CD, so I'm fucking not switching it out. But when I listen to it, those are the records that stand out to me. You got the joint with Burna Boy. I like that he had features.
Okay.
Because that was a knock on him a lot of times. No features. He got outside production. Alchemist did the joint. That was the other one you was liking, that you sent to me. So yeah, overall, I think it's a solid project. But it's going crazy because he also got that fan base. He got a core base that's gonna ride out with him like they've been riding out with him through his whole career. So he's gonna be great.
How did you like? I saw clips. I didn't listen to the album, but I saw clips of him doing a pull-up in the parking lot, selling CDs out of his car. What did you think about that? In terms of like that's some old school 80s shit. But what did you think about that?
I like it. It's cool.
Yeah, you sound like you hating, God.
I'm not hating, but I do.
God, you top dog, God.
No.
Judy Jackson, what's the name of that?
You think I'm TDE?
I'm not TDE. He got the what's his new stuff?
Oh,
God.
PG Lane.
PG Lane.
Nah.
I forget yo Jay, your man PG Lane, God.
I do think it's cool, like to get back to that, but I also feel like a lot of it
When Cardi B did it, you was like, yo, this is the most amazing thing. Now J. Cole doing something similar, and now, that's what we doing? Yo, Cardi B was on the train.
I never said that.
This is the most amazing thing.
I like her rollout too.
I love her rollout.
I like
and
that
I
rollout.
love J. Cole rollout. So how come I'm confused? How could you say this is cool, but I love this rollout? I'm confused.
Cause he really out there selling CDs, like for real.
So you saying that she wasn't selling CDs?
No, she wasn't out there for hours selling it. It was like a dope rollout. It was dope marketing. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes shit be performative. Cause it's like, well, what people not doing? All right, what can I do to get a conversation going around me?
Yo, don't have Cold World and the Dreamville attack you, guys.
Yo, Matty P is my man.
Yo, this is crazy.
Shout out to Cole. I think Cole is a dope MC. I like all of it. I respect all of it, bro. I'm not mad at none of it. I respect it.
Oh, snap, God.
I respect it. Superstar J, what do you think?
So, and what parts do you want me to know?
The whole shit you trying to crucify me on.
I mean, personally, I love the album.
Okay.
One of the records that I love is from side 2 was I Love Her Again.
Okay.
From his perspective of
That's
him,
dope.
that
Dope
I mean, the last verse gave me chills.
dope concept.
When he was like, "Bitch, you know what I mean? You started fucking other niggas," and she was like, "Nigga, how would you feel when you got kids?" And he really kind of broke down how we kind of, you know, because we all influencers here, how we kind of might push other music away. He like, you had to open my ears to get other music. So I kind of feel like how he started collaborating with Dirk and all these other people, because he was always in that one lane.
Right.
Because I got 2 different group chats. I got a union group chat with all my
Union
DJs.
time.
Yeah, and it gets tense in there, like really, like where people will try to throw blows. Then I got my friends group chat where they're over 45, and you judging a 19-year-old music.
Right.
So I liked his perspective on how he had to apologize to hip hop.
I like that. He
'Cause when he-
personified it in a dope way.
Like when he
Very
said,
much
"I
so.
came to New York," and then he said, "I heard you moved to Atlanta," and he's like, you know, and he's like, "Damn," like, you know what I'm saying? And how he said, you know, how the Rockefeller, like I see you could Rockefeller, like how he probably became the second biggest artist out of Rockefeller, as far as Jay, Umbrella. I like how he got personal, because we never really looked at J. Cole as a street dude.
Right.
So when he was trying to, I never thought he would have beef with somebody. Like, he's really rhyming to somebody in his hood.
Yeah, somebody around his way.
That really did something.
He fried homie up too.
Yeah,
Whoever
like,
homie is.
Yeah, we don't know who he is,
we don't
but
know.
The guy put like a whole
did he?
video out and all that stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Give that J. Cole.
He's like, I'm the one he fried up.
No. But he got a diss. He got a diss toward him and stuff like that.
Well, I think that's what he was saying. Like he was dissing him.
Because I think they kind of started the story from and I'm paraphrasing. Like they kind of started out together. He feel like J. Cole kind of like left him behind.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like that.
Got it. That's
so
what
I didn't know. See, I didn't know that part of his life. You know what I mean? It's always been kind of for me. It's always been a kind of a empty thought of, because he mentions North Carolina, but we all know that he came up in Queens.
Right.
So you really.
J. Cole did a lot of rapping about rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't give you a lot of depth. He just rapped about being a dope rapper. You know what I'm saying? But then you had little sprinkles, like he talked about losing his virginity and joint like that. But I think overall, a lot of what people would say about him was like, you're just rapping about rapping. You know what I'm saying? So in this one, you know, that joint is dope. He got the joint where he talking about Biggie and Pac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wrote
That was kind of cliche. I mean.
I don't know if I like that one though, Cole. I'll be honest with you, because it kind of like you kind of swayed more toward Pac. You understand what I'm saying? You know how big, like, cause he had Biggie like apologizing so much and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
And like Biggie, like to me, what I got was like Biggie did wrong.
But when you hear concepts like that, bigger than that part, when you hear concepts like that, do you feel like MCs are trying to figure out ways to get people talking, or it's like a genuine thing? Because I always
he
feel
didn't
like
do that for Pac though.
No,
He made Pac like look like this, like, you know, like this
larger than life,
you know, or bigger
than
big.
B.I. We don't play that. We don't play that.
We don't.
I
don't
think,
play around.
I think, far as when you say that with concepts, I think he's just at that level that what can he really rap about? Didn't get the concepts. If you look at Hov's career, a lot of his last albums was concept albums. 444 was about him growing up, showing, how to make money, how to, family and all this. Like, what more can you rap about to challenge yourself is a concept.
Right.
And if you master that concept, then you can be like a dope MC. If you look at Nas of the King Diseases albums, like, I think when he did it with all the features, he challenged himself to jump out of his environment.
Okay.
Even down to when Fabio was like, yeah, dude, I don't know why he picked me. I just think Nas said, yo, you know what? Well, let me pick a drill dude that is popping in New York and do a record together. Let me pick A$AP Ferg, you know what I mean? Records that you never would hear him
thought he would
do. I think that's like, sometimes you have to challenge yourself. I think that's even comes with DJing.
Okay.
Don't you feel sometimes you have to challenge yourself in certain sets?
Understood.
You know what I mean? I feel like when I'm DJing now, I'm more put together than a younger DJ. Like, so niggas be like, damn, why you putting your sets together? So I have to challenge myself because I don't want to sound like the same person all the time.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? So I feel like he challenged himself. What more can he talk about? He's never been in the streets like that. He says that. So he had to really go deep and darker with his life. And then, like I said, that Lover Again, that was like my top 3 records of somebody talking about hip hop.
I love because that's a concept we've kind of seen happen a few different times. Obviously with Common first coming with I Used to Love Her. We've seen a few other MCs kind of go into that same place of talking to hip hop as a woman and personifying it. But yeah, I like the approach that he came from.
As a rapper, being you as a dope rapper, don't you feel sometimes you have to challenge yourself and do certain stuff to keep the pen strong?
That's how I got into ghostwriting or songwriting. It was like, damn, I've told from my perspective my whole career, what can I do to challenge myself? Oh, I get to be a bad bitch on this record. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to jump into a whole other character. It's kind of like the same shit.
Yachty?
Shut up, bro. I learned that from acting. When I'm acting, I got to embody a whole other character, right? So my acting coach taught me how to drop into another character, and I use that same technique as a rapper, as a songwriter. It's like, I'm going to pay attention to this artist, I'm going to spend time with this artist, and then I can write from their perspective. So that was my challenge for myself, was like, how I'm going to keep rapping fun and entertaining, but do something that I haven't done before. And that's how I got in the song.
Do you ever, speaking about that, do that in terms of, you know what? I've always done these types of beats. I want to challenge you know what? These producers over here are completely different from what I'm used to. Maybe I'll go and try these beats over here because it'll cause me to go down to a whole different lane and pen a whole different way.
I get to do that when I'm writing for somebody else, but I think I painted myself into a corner as an artist because I've done one thing for so long that if I do anything outside of that, it's really stark. It's a stark contrast. You know what I'm saying? And so it don't really hit my audience the way that the rest of my catalog does. So in that regard, yeah, I think I did limit myself as an artist is how creative I could be because I just stuck to what I was sticking to, what was working, as opposed to expanding. But I still get a chance to have that same space and have fun with it. And Self and Superstar J get to play records that I worked on and wrote, you know what I'm saying? Because I get a chance to explore that as a different artist, you know what I'm saying? Under a different artist.
Do you think that's a product of almost your success? Because you've made dope records, people know you as an MC, but you on the inside, you see some, it's like you like these type of chicks, but there's some chicks, oh shit, these chicks over here, it's like beats, like, these beats over here, I want to try these, but I know my audience really is over here. Right. And so, like, I hear a lot of artists talking about that, they want to do different things, but then when they do it, the audience is like case in point, Dr. Dre. The Chronic. And then he comes out with that Aftermath album.
And they hated that.
And they hated that.
Right.
And what does he do right after that? Comes back with 2001, he gets Snoop, he gets all that whole crew back, he assembles like Voltron, 2001, out of there. Out of here. So I think it just sounds like as an artist, and even like for you as a DJ, you know that you can rock a party. Yeah, I know I could throw these records on for this crowd, but you know what? Maybe I could take a chance with these and challenge myself and mix it in a certain way where they're gonna love it. I don't know. I guess you guys could speak to that.
for me, just I look at I found a knack. I found a lane for myself because it's an accidental lane because I just don't want to play artist records no more. Far as in the club and you're coming to me, I haven't heard the record. Literally, promoters are just hiring me to play somebody's record. You know what I'm saying? So I had to. It wasn't that I didn't want to play the record, but you know when you're dealing with New York, nobody's prepared. Nobody's having a conversation with you at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock. You know, sometimes I'm giving lessons while I'm DJing. Like, yo, bro, don't sit next to me. Go out there. That's where you want the people to love your record. And it's kind of like, we know when certain people gonna call. So when you get that call, you in the yo, Torre, I see you in the Grammy. Like you ain't call me that. So in the club, I know when certain artists is gonna come.
Right.
Like yo, now the party's popping.
You got a record.
I done sat here and the DJ in front of me. I done looked at you. Soon as I come, the party's popping. Yo, my guy, like could I airdrop you the record? What happened to you working that record before me even coming in to listen to the record? I don't hardly listen to the record, so I don't even know what this record's about.
Right.
So, but then it always comes down on us because the promoter is just luring him to buy the bottles or bring the people. You know what I mean? So now when I look like I semi-tanked out because I played this record, it's like, wow, you know what I mean? So I found a loving in R&B where I like concept R&B parties because you can't come to me and ask to play a hip-hop record.
Right.
And it seems like more reaction becomes with the R&B. So I started studying it. I've always did it because I've come from mixtapes, so I knew how to put music together. I learned this from Self before. Like, I think one time, and he'll remember, it was a girl, and she was an engineer for Sirius. We all know her. But she stopped being an engineer, and she was like talking about DJing. She's like, yo, I want to learn how to do the speakers. I want to learn how to do the ground up. And my big brother was like, she's like, I want to learn how to scratch it. And he was like, I don't want to do that. I just know how to rock parties. I don't know if you remember that.
I can't
The light-skinned girl from Chicago.
Okay, yeah, okay,
Remember? And he was just like, and he always used to tell me, like, stick to what you know to do best. And that's what I know to do best. Like, even with rap, a lot of people like that, I had a conversation with one up-and-coming rapper, and even the younger rappers are starting to say it. Like, everybody's starting to sound the same. Won't you just stick to what you've done? Like, you know what I mean? Now the drill, you had the gangsters rapper. You like, nigga, what happened to the street corner shit? So for me, I just look at that as far as being a DJ now and the rap game. I feel like J. Cole actually taught, because everybody's so, follower. Now I got tons of artists like, yo, could you host my mixtape?
Right. That shit is coming back around.
Yeah, people that ask me that too.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
It's coming back around now.
yeah, you know what I mean? We was Superstar J before, but it's dope because at least you getting somebody that know how to work their pen. So will this transfer to people trying to work their pen?
We hope so. Let me ask you this. Do the new records work in the club, or do you still go to like your same core, whether it be 90s bag or 2000s bag? Do those hit records from back then still turn the party up, or do the new records work in the club now?
I'll let him answer, and I'll answer.
I think today is the first time ever in history when it comes to hip hop that we have a split genre of hip hop. And when I say genre, meaning eras as far as R&B always had that, like contemporary and then current or whatever.
Right.
So me saying that
and like the what you call that shit?
Modern?
Traditional.
Traditional.
Right,
Okay,
yeah,
whatever.
traditional,
Modern, traditional,
right,
current, wherever the ball drops. Pause. So me saying that is I've been fortunate enough to bridge and do 21 to 30 or 21 to 28. Then I've been places where, and I'll use when people were born. I've been fortunate enough to do people that was born in the 80s, people born in the 90s, people born in the 2000s. So me saying that to you, this is the first time where, I'll give an example of today us in New York. People will ask me, what's the biggest record in New York right now? And for, I want to say 35 and older, we'll say French Montana, the Ever Since You Left Me. But then I'm at a party or doing events where it's people that's 30 and under, and I'm playing the record, and people are like, why are you playing this? We want to hear Zeddy Will, we want to hear 4-1, things like that. So to answer your question, it's according to the audience that you're in, the age range. Because I think we are now the elders.
Right.
So before, I remember my mother, I would play hip hop. She didn't like nobody, but only like Big Daddy Kane. That guy, I like him. But everybody else,
that guy.
I don't like that.
It's flat top room 89. That's
I don't like it. Like, him, I like that guy. But the rest of them, what they saying. So I think now it's something similar to like that because I'm here and I'm just saying, all I can talk from is from where I'm at in the East Coast. It's more like the people run into those Jersey, Baltimore up-tempo beats.
Joints,
Boom,
right.
boom, 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 boom. And I think that look at this guy.
That's the shit right there.
So I think that yes, they do work for that for the age range. Older, you can't play Donning, drinking and whatever, or now you're getting drunk. Calling, they like So I don't know. Do you feel the same way, Jay? I don't know. Maybe I'm saying something.
No, I mean, I agree. I just feel like when you go into parties now in New York City, you're getting more of people that's our age that's partying with people that's 24.
Okay.
The average guy that's 50 years old is the new 40. You know what I'm saying? So they're integrating with this, and I would have to give TikTok some props because a lot of these younger people are starting to know older records from TikTok of mixes. But if you look at it, people having 2015 parties, like just records from 2015.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? But a lot of these 2015 records are, when I go to festivals or Memorial Day weekend things, you having everybody the same, of all ages, 50, 40, 30, 20, partying at the same time. So you can play a Waka Flocka,
No Hands.
No Hands. That's like a big record. I had Mr. Cheeks, interviewed him. A lot of young kids know Cheeks records, you know what I mean? Like, so you can play a little dip and dab of that, but I just feel like the new records, they're not having timeless notoriety anymore. At that moment it's big, then it's like, cool. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at 4 years ago, Big Drip would probably be shaking the whole room. Now it's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But if you go down to 15 to 2012 records, people are loving those records.
I ask that because when I'm out, I see like...
And you're out, and you're older than but these young girls are 23, 24, like you can't be that age.
Right. I don't even want to be the old nigga in the club. But when I am out, I see like the new records, they have a moment. But like you said, like Big Drip, it had a moment. It don't ring the same way it do now. Ice Spice record that was crazy a couple of years ago. It don't ring the same way.
This?
But the old shit.
But listen real quick. I think what y'all missing is it didn't get enough time to become nostalgic. You understand? So when I say that, meaning is like, yes, when Players Anthem from Biggie got played out, you didn't want to hear it anymore until like a decade later. Then you're like, ooh, I remember this. Because it brought you back to that time.
Got it.
Similar to what you're saying. And I tell, we have a young DJ, his name is Tisa, and I always tell people, any DJ, I think that this is a secret to becoming a great DJ, is you find those records that bring back a memory to you, especially, I want to say college or high school. So it was a time I'm with someone, I think they in their high 20s, 30s or something like that, and I'm playing One Dance by Drake. And she's telling me, oh my God, that take me back, summer 16th. And I'm like, Like to me, it's just, summer 16 the same as summer 18, summer 19,
right.
the same thing. You understand?
But that's a definitive moment.
Yeah.
But,
So in my mind, so I start incorporating that in my mixes, and people go crazy, and I'm just like, wow, because certain things may go over my head because, I'm not paying attention. But that's a decade later.
Right.
You understand? So I think that Big Drip, I don't know, Big Drip probably came out maybe 6 years ago, something like that, maybe.
It had to be 19 or 20.
19?
So that's what I'm saying. So I don't think it had enough time. I could look it up. I don't think it had enough time to become classic.
Got it.
That's just my opinion. I think that we rushing it.
But what do we
become
consider classic? How long does it take to become classic?
I'm saying 10 years.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying 10 years. The reason why I'm saying 10 years, because you gotta give it a time for somebody to miss it. And maybe I'm saying something wrong. I don't know.
I'm elaborate on that. I feel like there's no artist right now making records that you're gonna miss.
2019.
It was 19.
Yeah,
Because
I
you
got
didn't
it
give
right.
enough time. You didn't give enough time to miss.
I'm just feeling like the last 5 to 6 years, there's no record that I feel like I'm gonna
But
miss.
it ain't been no time.
I mean, I'll give you a primary record, and I feel like that was kind of a good climate, and there's no disrespect to him. I feel like Panda's not missed.
Well, I think
If Panda
that,
come on right now, I'm going.
that's what I said. I think that the problem is he didn't follow up with a lot of stuff. But if someone start playing Panda again, I think people will be like, oh, I remember that, and they start doing and all that whatever. I think that might be any DJ list. I think that could be a good go-to record right now.
All right, I'll tell you a record I feel like could be missed right now. That could be rocking in the club. Gold all on my chain. Gold
I agree.
all on my watch. Like, I feel like I could
Because
take
you
a
miss
chance to play that right now. But will the kids here know that? They probably won't know if you drop nigga. I don't think they would know that.
Maybe out of state though.
I don't know. That I feel like that record popped in New York quick.
I think it popped across the country.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I think if you play that one in Atlanta, I think that'll go off in Atlanta.
I mean, because it's his hometown.
Yeah, I think it'll go off.
But I mean, New York, that was one of those records that was a shaker. You felt the energy, like, you know what I mean? So you can't say you probably played that 3 to 4 times back to back.
No, 100%. Woo! Pop the Molly. You don't remember that song, Kenny?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That was a
you
bit-
sound
I
like
was-
you kind of nervous.
I'm old school.
I know you from the old school.
I'm super old school.
That was a bit. That was,
Marvin made that one. That wasn't Marvin.
and you know what? I'm gonna say.
You was a friend of mine.
I'm gonna agree with you. Panda probably could, because now I'm listening in my head. Panda. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go out that night and tell it. So we're gonna play that tonight. Yeah, we're gonna play it.
Yeah.
I don't think that you can start it with that. I think you got to start it with Panda.
No, I'm just but I understand.
But he's a great intro. He knows how to talk the record in. So that's
setup
one of his.
records. That's what we call that setup.
He's great. He's
Yeah.
great with the setup. We talking about, you mentioned Hove earlier.
Yes.
So one thing I saw today.
The game needs me. What's happening? You one of those conspiracy?
Nah, but I'm music wise, right? He
Yes.
drops.
Wait, what happened with Hove? He did something?
He's doing a lot of conspiracy. Like Hove is taking he's doing the. I like how these artists are doing the hints a little bit more. You know how you can break it down a little
No,
bit more.
what did he do? You scared to talk about Hove?
No, I'm not scared of nothing.
Oh.
But I want to make sure what Jay's talking about. What I've been seeing is just Hove doing different things. Like, it's a few things. He put his name the way he used to have his name on his earlier works on the streaming, right? The Jay-Z.
What you mean?
The Y with the, I don't even know what that shit is
No,
called.
no.
With
See,
the dots over the Y. And the
you would know
J-Y
it. This is
hyphen.
the first Dead Presidents label,
Right.
like the record sleeve. You remember how Jay-Z used to spell his name? Like, you know how when niggas used to do the graffiti and they had the little 3 dots on top of the J, he put that back.
Right, over the Y.
So everybody's going crazy. Like, Jay-Z changed his name, and he's like bringing it right from the start. So
But Dead Presidents is the original Dead Presidents. from
not the
video.
one that, you know.
Not the one that was on Reasonable Doubt. The one that's from the video.
Yes.
They dropped that because it's the 30-year anniversary of that today, which got a lot of people talking about Jay-Z. And then he also did something with Blueprint where the 2 songs that was hitting songs, Lyrical Exercise and Girls, Girls, Girls Part 2. Now if you go to streaming, you can listen to those records individually. You ain't got to wait until Mama Loves Me play out and then it's that long song. You can listen to those individually. So it got people asking, what is Jay gearing up for? Is it a new album coming, et cetera, et cetera? I want to know, do we need a new Jay-Z album?
I think we definitely need I'm gonna say it because I'm a whole fan and I'm a Nas fan. I feel like when Nas dropped The King Diseases was a breath of fresh air for me. And I was so proud of him to sell out the Garden.
The show was crazy.
All of King Diseases wasn't, top.
I go back and forth between them. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
The MSG show was just crazy though.
The MSG show was crazy. But I feel like in our climate of how we're growing, we're still listening to music. We're not like our parents where we're just stuck to that good old blueprint. No, you know what I mean? I would like to hear what Hov got to say. I think that he's lining it up. I think he's gonna cut his hair.
So Hov is coming out with a new album.
I mean, people are speculating that there might be a new Hov
and then
album.
not to like give you props all day. I've seen that his freestyle that you've got, a lot of websites are putting it up now. That the one that he did for you.
Paying me, God.
Here we go.
I mean, have you ever put that on? Because you own that record.
You told that story, right?
Yeah, I did.
But you own that record.
You need distro? I got you. We put it up tomorrow. We get up tonight.
I don't know if I can clear.
No, you can't. You can
We can get it out right now. Yo, we get out. Cut the cameras.
But you know that they have distro now for like freestyles that can be sold now. And
I need to
you practically own that record. He did it in your
It's your record.
house,
That's your master.
So I don't know if y'all know the story, but I'll tell y'all a story again. This is a true story, right? So
But this whole remember you.
So I'm gonna tell you. I'll get into that story too. So, I'll get to that story first. So, I've met Hov. I want to say the total of maybe 3, maybe 4 times in my lifetime. Okay.
I think
One time
in my lifetime, I see that.
You know what I'm saying? Volume
You
2.
met him and got a freestyle out of him. So that's more than a lifetime right there.
One time, this was maybe the second time we met at the radio station, and DJ Clue was interviewing him, and Clue asked him to give me a drop, but I think he confused for Clue asking for a drop. I'm not saying he didn't want to give Clue a drop. I'm not saying that, but he just didn't do the drop, and I was a little disappointed. I was like, dang. Or whatever. So that's one time we didn't get the drop, but he had to leave, and there was a handful of people around. I don't know. Another time I was in an elevator in the Sony building. He had a security guard, like a white guy, like some white guy. I used to see him a lot of times. It was him and me, and just the security guard. I didn't say anything to him. He didn't say anything to me, and I said, "Dad, he don't remember me." An hour later, my PD from the radio station called me and said, Hov said to tell you hello. He just had something on his mind, or he was something. That's why he didn't say hi. And I said, wow. That's what I said. Oh, he know me. He
fuck with the pretty guy.
He know me. And I knew he couldn't have been lying, because how would he have known
right.
that was on the elevator with Hov? So now the first time, in my neighborhood, I'm from Fort Greene, Brooklyn, which is called the Brooklyn Boheme. You can Google that, Superstar.
Talk about it.
The Brooklyn Boheme.
Was that a restaurant?
No, it's not a restaurant. So you know how they have Harlem Renaissance?
Yeah.
Right? And this was an era of Harlem where they had the excellence in arts and stuff like that. The same thing with my part of Brooklyn. This era was called Brooklyn Boheme.
They did a documentary.
They have a documentary about that too. So this is like Bill Cosby, Mos Def, Chris Rock.
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee was like the mayor, 100%. Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Rest in peace.
There was a handful of actors. Donald Byrd, he was a very jazz player. There's a couple of writers too. I forgot these writers' names, and I'm sorry that I can't remember the writers.
Right?
Huh?
Nelson
George.
I think in the documentary they posted a dope picture of Spike and mad people in front of his building. In front of his
store, he probably his store.
Probably his store, and it's like Eric B. It's like all these people, and this is
Eric
like
B. used to be in the
90s.
projects. This is on the other side. This is the nicer side.
Yeah.
Shout out to the far side, near side, middle side. So
Come on, before you forget the whole story.
I'm not gonna forget the whole story. So now
You got a
Spike
hell of an
Lee-
intro, bro.
I know. I'm sorry.
Right.
Wrap it up, B.
Yeah.
So Spike Lee always threw a block party, right? And these block parties was like the big block parties. So at the time, this wasn't particularly my crib, so I don't want to lie and say the story I told was my crib. It wasn't my crib. It was a guy. He had a studio in his crib, and we attracted to each other because I was a DJ. He had a studio in his crib, and he used to work with the cellar dwellers. This is how I know.
Come on.
the cellar
good
dwellers.
fantastic.
So this is how I know the
Let's talk
cellar dwellers.
about
So
it.
now he got a studio in his crib. I'm like, oh snap! So I'm a DJ. I'm doing all different stuff in his crib. Blah blah blah. So now I see Jay-Z. He had like 10, 15 people with him in front of his car. So I'm like, at this time, I'm super aggressive. I don't care. Yo, come do a freestyle because I've had people freestyle in my crib all the time. And with the 2 turntables and the mic. But this particular time, this guy has a studio, which is easier. So now Jay-Z was like, all right, I'm gonna come up and do the freestyle. And I was like, wow, I'm surprised. But remember, Jay-Z ain't who Jay-Z is
Right.
now. So it's equal to having like Fabio Foreign.
What year was it?
This was 94, 95.
94, 95. Around the time Big and Mac dropped and Illmatic Rock.
You
like that.
understand? Yeah. You understand?
I can't get with that, Jay.
Maybe a little after. Well, right in between.
That's after.
All right, but how did you walk to him and say, yo, I'm a DJ?
I said, yo, I'm a DJ. Can you come upstairs? I got a studio in my crib. Can you come upstairs and kick a freestyle? And he was like, I bet. And I said, oh, snap. So we run upstairs.
Now this predates you seeing him at the radio station, the elevator and all that.
Yeah, this
predates all that.
So everybody, the 15 people went up there with him, or he went by
He
himself?
came by himself. Right? He came by himself. He left the keys to his man's car, came for Dolo. I was like, wow, he going up into my, somebody's crib, blah, blah, blah. And again, my man lives in this particular crib. So it was an apartment. So my man lives in the apartment. So it's my man and the engineer guy, and we had like a made-up booth, like a wood booth that we put in the middle of his living room. So Jay-Z comes, kicks the freestyle, he does everything, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wow, this is dope. Same time while he's kicking the freestyle, I see MOP.
MOP, right.
So when I see MOP, I invite MOP up. So MOP is there watching Jay-Z do the freestyle, and then that's when they meet for the first time.
Oh, so you're saying you're on this pod, apartment
5H.
5H. I know I'm
Well, it's not a pod. This is just my crib.
yeah, I mean, I live down the block. I have the New York City housing. Like he has the penthouse. I'm in the New York City housing. Shout out to New York City housing.
Hello.
But you gonna take that you put these people together?
1,000%, because I know they didn't meet each other because they all, what's up, how you know, what's your name, blah, blah, blah. This, I heard of you, blah, 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 like that. Because MOP at this particular time were bigger, bigger artists than Jay-Z.
This is How About Some Hardcore.
This is after How About Some Hardcore.
Hardcore is out at that point.
Yeah, How About Some Hardcore was already out. So they were a bigger act than Jay-Z at this
Jay did
particular
a
time.
record for them, I think, on their second
This
album.
is after Four Long Blades.
Four Long Blade, yeah.
Yes, we'll get to that.
Didn't you? Yeah, you did that too, right?
We'll get to that, right? So now they meet. So now they met each other like that. So after Jay leaves, MOP does the freestyle. Also, I have that freestyle from them. Also, then Diggable Planets used to live in the neighborhood too. So I wound up getting Diggable Planets. But this is, I don't never play that freestyle because this Diggable Planets, this is when they kind of conformed to the hardcore and it got away from being
cool, from being a
so cool like that.
So let me ask you something. We on this part right now. Are we going to get the DJ Self's The Lost Files album on DPs?
Well, the funny thing is, remember, so this was a
DPS.
long time ago, so I don't even, those freestyles, I don't even know where they go, because those probably was on
You're
DATs.
stuttering now. I think you have them.
No, they on DATs and stuff like that. So now,
We can transfer
the thing with Jay-Z, which was a little interesting, was my friend that was the engineer, he forgot to record. So I was like, dang, it's like he forgot to record the whole song. And he was like, I didn't get it. But then I remember exchanging information with Hov. and I had beeped him. He had a beep at the time. I beeped him, and he said, "I'll come back." And he came back and did the freestyle.
Man, shout out to Hov, man. Y'all. He knew you were special there, bro.
He came back and did it.
He said, you can't get to $1 billion if you don't come back and do the verse.
But for Hov to give you another verse, I think that
He came back.
you should drop. You should drop it on all DPs.
Well, I didn't know if I could do that, but I gotta find.
I think you can do it because he said your name.
He 100% said my
So
name.
that's an ownership of a freestyle.
Oh, yeah, you heard it?
Yeah, we heard it.
You did?
Yeah.
I never heard this verse ever.
He's doing his Hollywood thing. He's heard this verse before, but we're gonna go with it like he's never heard it on the DP.
No, I never heard the whole spit that verse.
Oh no, I'm saying I heard your version.
Oh, that's
your
what
freestyle. Yeah.
I've never heard him do that verse ever anywhere.
I
anywhere.
never heard it again either.
You heard it somewhere else?
I've heard it. I heard it a couple of times.
That verse?
Self's version though.
Yes, I've heard Self's version. If y'all had New York City Housing Connect, y'all could probably get Wi-Fi in here because I can go right to
can
it.
play it right now.
You know what I mean? It's no Wi-Fi in here, so I can't get
No, what
to
I'm
it.
asking is.
So you getting away from the question. Do we need a new Hov album in 2026?
Yes, I think.
No.
We don't.
No.
Why not?
The reason why I say no is because the issue that I think we always have when it comes to people is, and it's entertainment period. You want them to be like what they were, and I think Hov said it great. You know, niggas want my old shit.
Buy my old albums. So, but Superstar J brought up a great point.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of the 444 album. The growth, the maturity,
dope album.
the vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? Like Hov really took off that persona that we knew him to have for a long time and just was really
But hold on,
open.
for the record, Jay was saying that he never heard the verse that he spit for me. He said he heard the same.
Yeah, your version.
yeah, okay.
The
This
DJ
one,
Self,
okay.
the DJ Self verse. It's DJ Self featuring Jay-Z. That's how we're gonna title it. On
Yeah, me
DSPs.
too, yes.
You know what I mean? Look for that. It's coming soon.
I just don't have it without my drops on it. Because I remember putting my drops on it.
It's okay.
Okay, cool.
We'll accept
What you
it.
mean you don't have it without your drops on it?
We'll accept it.
Yeah,
why-
because
Why would you take your drops off of it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is
You
it?
need that.
I mean, in the authentic, it's not to cut you off, but in this world, especially when I went in your building, you have a record store here, and he told me that CDs are becoming bigger than vinyl now. A lot of college,
It's going to serve.
yeah, like you said, a lot of
That's
college
all,
kids
man.
are getting CDs. Where are they
around
playing these
CDs?
CDs at? I don't know, but they're
And
playing.
tapes, CDs, vinyl, they're all back outselling each
I
other.
never stopped releasing any of those mediums when I put out records. I always put those out, with the exception of
You
cassette.
release CDs?
Yeah, I do CDs
Never
and
heard any of
vinyl.
that shit.
I hate this nigga. CDs and vinyl, because you never played it, but it's all right. I still was
I
able
did
to
play a
I
couple
was
of your
able to get a crib. I was able to get a crib in the building.
records though, God.
Every once in a while. You know, you put me on my first tape
I did? Which one? The
years
Brockets?
ago. Nah, it was right after we met. We want to tell a story how we met.
You can tell, yeah, go ahead, tell us that.
I met DJ So I went to John Dewey High School, Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to
Oh, Dewey High School.
And our prom, first of all, the Dewey prom was crazy. I forget what year it was. We think it was 90.
You want to tell your age? I don't know.
I don't give a fuck. I'm just trying, because I didn't graduate on time, so I'm trying to remember what year the
okay.
prom was. But nevertheless, 112 was at my prom. 112 went with 4 girls from my school to the prom. So yeah, all 112 was at my prom.
Do we want to say that?
They was young too, though.
They wasn't in high school though.
Listen, the facts is the facts. I'm not making up. I didn't say nobody's name. I'm just saying.
You said the whole 112.
I'm just saying 112 was at the prom. We was on the boat. I don't
Shout out
remember
to Slim, man.
I don't
yeah.
remember the name of the boat, but we was on the boat. But DJ Self was the DJ for our prom.
Oh wow.
And I was already rapping when I was in high school. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get with the DJ. And right after that, you had a party in the city, probably like 3 weeks or something after that. And you invited me to the party. I went to the party, and we got cool. We kind of chopped it up from there. And I was just sending you music. And I think you might have played like a first verse of a joint I had at the end of one of your tapes back in the days. But we always, you know what I'm saying? You always been that guy, man.
So
This
you
before
owe me,
you was-
huh?
I'm here now. We even now.
Oh, you hear this?
I'm about to turn the Wi-Fi you on. We even,
Okay,
God.
cool. I can't wait. God. All right, cool. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying?
New Hov album, yes or no?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Why?
Because same way the Rolling Stones, damn near almost 90 years old, are touring forever. Basically,
What they got to do with putting a new album out?
white artists can basically enjoy the fruits of their labor and their talent from when they began and just get love.
Yeah, but they don't put out new albums.
Yes, they do.
Why do you feel like it shouldn't be a place for Hov to have another album?
You two put an album in our phone without us even asking for it one year. I just woke up, I said, who the fuck, why Bono shit is in here? You know
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No.
That was a big deal, bro. They automatically put the U2 album on the iPhone.
That was when, Jimmy Iovine started working with Apple. And the next phone that came out, they put...
Oh, okay, I remember that.
It was a million years ago, but I'm just saying.
I think they put either the new album or the entire archive into the iPhone. But to answer your question, absolutely, especially our artists, black music, our culture is... So much of our culture, all of our culture is taken constantly. South America, my parents are from East Africa, African American culture.
Oh, you do got an album in 2023.
Every single thing, but we don't enjoy the fruits. We don't enjoy the fruits of it. So our artists should, the same way Mary should be touring, Mary J. Blige should be touring until she's 90 or whenever and the people are going to come out. Mary J. Blige is going to be
Mary said she was tired on that last tour, though, baby. She said she was motherfucking tired.
Or at least, want to be able to do shows, put out music because people want to hear her sing. I always want to hear Rakim's voice. Mm-hmm. I always want to hear Jay's voice.
Do you want to hear his voice that's changed?
Yes, because it's the artist. To me, it's jazz.
Rockefeller Records. Success, DJ Self. Check it. The nerd when you heard. Y'all know what's word from the curb in the LEX, the best observed. Fuck what you heard. Splash.
What about your mic?
That's my word, you know.
Now we're gonna drop the audio in there.
Used to happen a whole lot, so though I blow a lot. Had a $150 while you was still taking Skippy to school. Ran with one of them niggas that heist Tiffany's for them Jews. Back when Duke was jumping out of Captain Crush Groove, I was scheming and plotting, mostly dreaming a lot. But look what it got me. 4 cars in, 400.
I like the Union drop too. You don't usually don't play that no more. That's kind of instinct too.
That wasn't an original.
When niggas try to violate us, FBI spies haters. All they gotta check is my latest cut to follow my moves. I'm the greatest. Fuck hiatus and paying dues. I cheated, committed, felonies were needed. Why y'all niggas starve? What's this you making? If you was hustling like you said, we would've bumped heads. So I know you niggas is faking. Word up.
DJ Self, man.
New Hov single 2026. DJ Self featuring Hov. Remember you heard it first.
Yeah, right.
You see, the same way Iverson can't cross over the way he used to forever, the way Jordan, Dr. J, they can't jump that way. But our artists, the way you can pen, the way Jay can rhyme and so on and so forth, they can do that for a very long time. And our people especially, we need y'all to do that. Because
I think that because hip hop has finally gotten to a place where, it's 50 plus years old now, we finally get a place where we have our legacy artists. But if they can still continue to produce and still cook up dope, then they might as well still cook up dope, musically, of course. But I don't think that for the longest time, there was always an age limit on hip hop. It was a young man's sport. But it's gotten to a place where the juggernauts in the game are still relevant, they're very powerful, and they still have a lot to say. And so I think this is the first time we're really going to see the maturation of the art form.
There is adult contemporary hip hop.
Right.
The way in the 70s and the 80s, I grew up listening to 60s rock, 70s rock on certain stations, and then Fridays, Saturday night.
Yeah, hip hop has finally gotten to that
You
place.
hear certain joints. We are there right now. Remember what did KRS-One say? 50 years down the line, you can start this because we'll be the old.
Because we'll be the, right.
We're here now.
Exactly.
Like dudes are 50 plus. There are dudes, old school artists, 60 plus, close to 60 years old. We're here now. There's a lane. LL Cool J's Rock the Bells. He has a cruise.
He's on Rock the Bell.
How quickly does that sell out? That cruise.
I got this from the big homie, but I'm sure they.
But
I'm
that
sure
cruise,
it sold out.
last couple of years he's done it.
Shout out to L, man.
That cruise sells out
Why
crazy.
you give me no paraphernalia?
I got you. What you need? You want hoodie?
Yes.
Say less.
Man, I want to get on the cruise, man. Tell L, man, put us on the cruise, man. We rock
I'm
out.
fine with not being on the cruise. I just want to.
I got you. Say less. I get your hoodie. I bring your hoodie next time you know what I'm saying? Next time I come to your apartment, I have a hoodie for you,
I
God.
appreciate that,
You know what
guy.
I'm
You
saying?
gonna still gonna get it.
We're in the middle of talking right now. We're having a conversation
cool.
right now. Do you want to get into this topic of these best album runs?
What you mean?
Like a consecutive 3 album run. Who's had the best like 3 album run? Because you got artists that they talk about.
Drake.
I know you're Aubrey's angel, right? So what's his 3 albums?
Shit.
He's a self-admitted Aubrey's angel.
I'm
Wow.
Aubrey's angel.
Which
Aubrey's
is sick.
angel.
Which is crazy for a
How?
grown
'Cause
man.
I like
to say.
Drake?
Yeah, but don't call yourself an angel, bro. Like, what's up with you?
That's fine.
No, it's not. So what's Drake's 3?
Let me see. I see some people don't like to go to the tape, but I'll go to the tape. So you don't think that Thank Me Later,
Thank Me Later.
Take Care.
Take Care.
You talking about back to back.
Back to back.
And nothing was the same. Or even we go to the next one. If you're reading This Is Too Late, What a Time to Be Alive, and then Views.
I don't know if that's the 3. I think that first three might have been the.
Which one was the whack one out of all of them?
Well, if you're reading this was fire, but I don't know if the people count it as an album. It was more like a mixtape.
What are you talking about? God, it had
And Views.
this is 17 records on here, God.
I'm just telling you what it is. That's the one that caused all the controversy too.
What you mean?
That's the Quentin Project that they say. You know what I
So
mean?
what that mean? So you telling me everybody got some help, God?
I know. I'm a helper.
That's only 2 records.
I'm a helper.
All right, he got 17 records on here. 2 records. So you flipping with 2 records?
No, I'm not even tripping up that. I don't think Views is strong in that. I don't think Views is in that 3 is stronger than Take Care. If you read
Views got Controller.
I know what song Views. First of all, Views got too many songs.
It's 20 songs. Hotline Bling. Yo, God, you bugging, God. What?
So that's what you going with for the best 3 album?
Got one dance.
The best 3 album runs?
He got 2 best 3 album runs. 2.
Okay.
I'll give you 2. Eric B. Rakim's first 3, Tribe Called Quest first 3.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
So People's Instinctive, Low End Theory, Midnight.
Yes.
That's solid.
And then Paid in Full, Follow the Leader, and then Let the Rhythm
And then
Hit
let the
'Em.
rhythm hit him. Paid in Full, Follow the Leader for sure. Let the rhythm hit him.
Let the Rhythm Hit Him was nah, God, don't do that.
What was the question again?
Let the Rhythm Hit Him had 2 records on there, God.
Who had
Had Mahogany,
3 albums? Oof.
The Ghetto,
And the Ghetto.
and the Ghetto, and
Let the
Rhythm
rhythm hit him.
That's three records out of 11.
You said what? 3 albums? What?
What artist has a 3 album run? Like the best 3 album runs? You got What's the 411? My Life.
Oh, you talking about anything? Now you talking about? I thought you talking about hip hop.
I mean, you can do that, but I'm just thinking.
Yeah, because now you because I like if we
thinking.
going.
God, we
All right,
talking
you
about
want
hip hop.
just strictly hip hop?
Yeah, come
All right, so
on,
then you
dog.
got. I'm gonna go. America's Most Wanted. Death certificate, lethal injection.
I'm gonna go.
But you ain't like lethal. You ain't like lethal.
I'm gonna go.
America's Most Wanted, Kill at Will.
So you gonna Kill It Will.
The EP,
Then you gonna
yes.
Kill It Will. You got America's Kill
And then Death
Death
Certificate.
Certificate.
Those
I'm gonna go. DMX.
DMX
Dog as
first.
Hell is Hot.
Flesh of My Flesh.
Flesh of Flesh is My Flesh, and then there was X.
And then there was X.
And then there was X was right. He had that one more road to cross.
I mean, it was. You gotta understand that we gotta give him props because he's the only artist that dropped 2 albums in 1 year.
At that time.
It was crazy.
And
Who did that? Who did that now?
Man, people do that now, God. People just be dropping albums,
He
God.
dropped 2 albums in 2 months.
Yeah, you
Who?
bugging, God. Moneybag Yoda probably did that about 6 times.
I'm talking about classic albums.
Do Hov got a 3 album?
Yes, definitely.
Consecutive 3 album
Yes,
run?
yes.
Damn, why you
I'm
saying like
asking.
that?
Everybody
So
going in their phones looking cheating, but yeah.
How you cheat? What is we
Reasonable, Volume 1, Volume 2.
We supposed to be memorance now?
Reasonable Doubt, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, and the Blueprint.
Well, that's not. Nah, you skipping one then. You got Volume 1 before Volume 2.
Volume 1.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Volume 1 was hard.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Volume 1 got a lot of.
Volume 1 and
Nah,
What?
Volume 1 took a
Volume
lot of
1?
smoke for unnecessarily. Volume 1 is fire.
You got to count Streets is Watching.
That's
It's
Okay.
I
Sound
count
good.
it as
Volume 1
a
is
Jay-Z
alright though.
album.
Nah,
I'm
but-
looking at it now.
We
Volume
was
1.
mad
Volume
at
one was
Volume 1
crazy,
for no
bro.
reason.
Volume 1 is alright, God.
We
I'm
was
just
mad
looking at it
we
now.
was
My
mad at
bad,
Volume
ho.
1
Paul
for
himself.
Yeah, Paul himself. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Paul
I think
himself.
only 1, 2, and 3.
My nigga,
yeah.
the city is mine. I know what girls like. Imaginary players.
Look, you
Streets
know,
is watching.
that
Friend
was-
or foe.
this is my pick.
Lucky me.
This is my pick.
Always be my sunshine.
This is my
Who
pick.
you with? Face off.
Ooh.
Man, a rap game where
Yo,
I'm
play-
from.
when you-
must
When
love
you back
me.
on, when you back on the radio,
What
every
am I talking
night,
about?
play
Yeah,
face
yo,
off.
that was like
Yo,
12
both of
records.
y'all play face off, but next time y'all on the bus,
Yeah,
play
my
face
nigga.
off, man. I want to hear that. Shout out to Soul
This
Money.
goes out to my man. Come on, man. Fuck 'em all day. The city is mine.
That's crazy.
You belong. Sunshine was an underrated
Paul
record.
himself,
People
God.
hated on Sunshine.
And that
for no
it was because of the
reason.
outfits. It was because of the
Because
outfits.
of the hype, colorful video.
Yeah.
But that
For
beat,
sure.
the way they caught that.
Come on. After me, you better know. Come
What
on,
about
man.
Kanye? Kanye
Yeah.
got 3. Kanye got a 3 consecutive, right?
Yeah.
What you got?
I got
You could
I'll go Outkast.
What 3 you going for Cass?
I'm going. I mean, you said it's 3 consecutive, or we just picking?
3 consecutive.
Um,
That's where it gets tricky.
ATLians.
ATLians.
A Queen. What is it?
Aquemini.
about my
And
guy,
Stankonia.
And
I forgot
Stank.
about my guy, Young Jeezy, God.
What 3 you got for G?
Young Jeezy, it's his first 3 albums.
First 3.
Let's Get It, The Inspiration, and then The Recession.
Session. I gotta.
Nah, Recession is incredible.
The Recession had mad joints on
Recession
it, God.
is whew.
welcome
Recession
back.
when he went. That's when he went to a different place. That Recession is crazy. That's a solid 3.
Yeah, I
That's
need
a
a
solid-
vacation.
That T in 101 though, ooh, that thug motivation, tore the streets up. But yeah, Recession is probably my favorite joint.
Run DMC, the first one that had Sucker MCs, and then King of Rock was the second one,
Was that Raising Hell? Was the first one?
and then the third one was Raising Hell.
Third was Raising Hell.
Yeah.
You see, he the old school guy.
Nah,
It
yeah,
had Walk This Way on it.
some joints.
So nobody like down with the King album. That's what you telling me?
I fuck with that with the King.
Yeah, come on, God.
Yeah,
Nobody
I mean-
like down with the King album.
Down with the King.
I used to like Back from
about 10
Hell.
of
I used to
them.
like the Avenue.
The Avenue. Shout out to the Afros. You know what I mean?
The Avenue.
Okay. So we got some 3 consecutive albums. If there's any more out there that we missed, definitely let us know in the comments. I'm sure it's other shit that we're
Yes.
not thinking of. But I like that Tribe too. That Tribe is Tribe Called
Tribe
Quest, too.
is a hell of a.
What was that?
He said People's Instinctives, Low
People
End.
Instinctive.
and
You
Midnight.
think People Instinctive?
Yes.
I was on People Instinctive but Low End and Midnight changed the entire game.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Changed the
Absolutely.
entire
I
game.
mean, created the Pharrells, created the Yeezys,
Yeezys, all that.
To no mob in there?
Infamous, Hell on Earth, Murder Music. What was the third?
I don't know.
MOP. Do MOP got a consecutive 3?
No. I'll be honest with you, they don't. And I love the Mash Out Posse.
My brothers.
But Mob, their first one that had Hit It From the Back, that's actually one of my favorite albums.
Oh, I forgot about
Juvenile
the
Yeah,
first
that was one of my
Juvenile
first vinyls.
Juvenile Hell.
Yes.
To Infamous.
Oh, no, they did have a 3-piece. The Infamous, Hell on Earth, and Murder Music.
That's what
Yeah, I
I just
told you.
said. That's what I just said.
Bro, like
Peace, God.
Nigga,
A little bit.
I'm telling you,
Myself,
I ain't
God.
passed
Hit
the
It,
ball,
Hit It
but I
From the
know a
Back
little
was one of
bit.
my first vinyls.
Word.
And that made me like turn to like the freaking the parties, man. Front like
Oh,
you
that's
don't
what
get
did
it.
it. That's why
Bitch
you was
admit it.
fucking. Oh, never
Yeah.
mind.
Matter of
I forgot
fact,
that
set
was-
your ass
I forgot
up.
that wasn't on. I forgot that wasn't an episode.
Nah. I mean, if you wanna add CNN, you know what I mean?
CNN.
But I feel like Nori has a classic album. Yes.
First Nori album for sure.
So
Yes.
what about 50? I'm looking at his joint too. He got the
If we include Power of the Dollar, then yes.
And people sleep
you
on
don't
Power the Dollar. And
If
that
you go
was
Power of the Dollar,
Get Rich and
Get
the
Rich
Massacre.
and Massacre.
So you saying Curtis wasn't good?
was Curtis? You know what? You know
Curtis got my gun go off.
The reason
I love
why
the Curtis album. You know what happened when them records started leaking? It took away from some of the luster of the album.
And I was there when he found out that record, the Justin Timberlake record leaked. I was sitting in the office. He threw a TV out the window.
The Robin Thicke record and video leak, like they fucked up the rollout of that album.
I mean, even two rollouts fucked up G Unit. When Banks' album got leaked, that fucked up Banks' whole his whole second, because that album was crazy.
The Rotten Apple
and Big Mike had the whole album.
Big Mike.
Yeah, man, Big Mike had the whole album.
Yeah, that's
another
crazy.
person I want to bigger, like people be sleeping on Freeway first album.
Oh no, we talked about I think that last episode.
Philadelphia Freeway.
Philadelphia Freeway is a Rockefeller
That might be a little
classic.
too new school for you, huh?
So Rockefeller classic.
I mean, but can you put it against Beanie's first album?
Yes.
The Truth?
I think Freeway smoke his joint.
I don't know.
Nah, I think Beanie got it.
Yo, y'all bugging. Yeah, I like to go to the tape. I like to go to the tape. You people watch.
I think my opinion is Beanie was the better rapper of the two. I think Freeway probably had the better album of the two.
Thank you. I appreciate
Freeway
it. About the
definitely
small
had
thing
better
you're-
singles or bigger singles, I think.
I think just the overall fluidness of the album, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The way it played through, it was just the sequencing of the album. They did a good fucking job with that Freeway album. They really killed that. Some shit on there.
Yo, are you listening? Are you watching? Are you looking at this Freeway album?
It's stupid.
What is on there?
What we do is wrong.
Of course that.
And then free.
Of course that.
And then Line 'Em Up is on there too, right?
Line 'em up.
Yeah,
Some
Line 'Em
shit.
Up is
There's
on
some shit
there.
on there.
Flip Side
Flip side is on there.
Remember All Right? I don't know.
All right. There's two versions of that.
Yes,
Alan
yeah,
Anthony
yeah.
did his own version. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he did. Yeah, he did by himself,
He
right?
said, "Yo, let me do this. Let me do this on my own, champ."
All My Life with Nate Dogg.
With Nate. Yeah, shit on
He
there.
had a couple joints, God.
That album. You listen to that album, man. That album is very, very fire to this day.
They always say that
Freeway.
50 came out the same day, so that's kind of like messed them up.
Oh.
50 came out the same day as him, so it's just like,
You know what else you could do too? If you throw the G Unit albums in there in that 50 Cent run, they're not really. What about Game? Do Game got a 3?
Hold on. I mean, Mac album was high too, though, God. I ain't even gonna hold you, God. I'm looking.
Mac got shit. What you listening to more though? Siegel or you listen to that Free album?
I am listening to Freeway more, though.
Yeah.
Stop. Chill. Mac and Brad.
Mac and Brad. Shout out to Scarface. Damn, do Face
Die.
got 3?
Who, Scarface?
Yeah.
Nah.
Face don't got, I don't know. We might have to pull up a discography. Face might got 3. If you put what was the one he did on Def Jam? The Fix.
What about NWA?
Whatever was
NWA
around-
got 3?
NWA? Yes.
Yeah, NWA got 3?
The first one, and then...
Nah,
Did
not
100 miles
the
and
first.
running?
Yeah, 100 miles.
And then 100 Miles and Running, and then Niggas for Life.
And then
And then
Niggas
Niggas for
for Life.
Life. Yeah. I'm not mad at that. Niggas
Yeah,
for
come
Life
on,
is
God.
crazy.
You forgot about that,
Nah, I
God.
fuck with my guys, man. I gotta go to Cali. I fuck with my guys. What you talking about?
All right.
What was Games 3? Or what was Games? You had Documentary.
I'm
Doc
so
two
sorry
didn't
that I
come out
wasn't
there.
really a game fan. And I mean, maybe I need to explore.
So you YG over Game.
Yes.
He loves YG.
I know. That's a very crazy thing. You YG over Game?
Yes. I think YG's this album right here.
My Crazy Life.
This is one of my top 5 albums.
Of all time.
Yes.
I
Mine.
gotta go. Somebody call the elevator.
Why?
No, you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, how you gonna tell my
No,
opinion? How
you
you gonna get
entitled-
mad at my opinion?
No
dog?
matter how wrong your opinion is,
How
it's
can
yours.
my opinion be wrong?
It's yours to have. It's fine.
Yo, this is crazy. Like, how you get mad at my
I'm
musical
not
taste?
mad, but I gotta be, you know what I mean? It's theatrical.
Yo, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
It's gotta be theatrical.
Kanasia and Jay, Superstar Jay.
Yes.
When I say stuff, right, to Torre, he say, "Oh, you bugging out," but then I start breaking it down, and then he be like, "Oh, you right."
Never.
I saw, what? Well, you just had a conversation about Plies. He was like, "Yo, Plies is hard." I started.
Nah, I was with you from the start.
No, you wasn't.
Yo,
you was not.
Yo,
man.
you be lying. I was with you from the start. I said I saw Plies at the whatever you call this, the Scream tour, or whatever. I said he had a 30-minute set. he bust ass from minute 1 to minute 30. He went crazy. And you were saying you got to get into more of the album cuts. You just talking about the singles. That's what you put me on to.
Because you didn't pay attention.
Shit. Right.
You didn't pay attention to this album
I wasn't listening to the album cut. So you definitely put me on to that. But I'm a Plies fan. Plies.
Oh, Plies is my nigga. He put me on. Plies got some shit.
Plies, I fuck with Plies. I fuck with Plies.
Okay.
Yeah, no way. You said U-God was top 3 in Wu-Tang. That's what we had to.
And I still stand on that square. I think he's
Superstar
number
J.
3.
Superstar J.
Wu-Tang. I mean, you said who?
He said
I said off of Wu-Tang.
This from a past episode, so I don't want to regurgitate old content.
I mean, I can give you my 5 right now. Raekwon, the Chef, Ghost.
Yeah, but you also judging them from their solo projects.
No, let them say it. Let them talk.
I don't even know who U-God, and I respect the legacy. Well, what U-God verse took you to somewhere where it was
1-6.
All right,
come on, God.
All right, before
put a rubber on right on my dick, bust right
before
through.
Before we all have to disperse, no, we're not
give it to you. I got trivia.
We're not gonna have no trivia. We're not doing this.
I gotta get out of here.
Brock and Shop the
Before we get out of here,
shout out to U-God.
DJ Self, why do the general public and the vast majority of people who comment on our conversations, they don't feel like you hip hop, bro?
That's a good question, right? I think because my opinions be based on.
Thank you.
I think my opinions be based on the whole United States, and I think that a lot of people who make comments.
That Ice Cube one was crazy though.
Listen, I'm glad you said that. You
I gotta get out of here because I don't open. But the Ice Cube one was crazy.
You're proving my point, and I think that what happens is
Ice Cube's
most people are they're regional, and they don't get outside of their region or their comfort zone to listen to music. So me saying that, a lot of people don't understand that. You know, me and him battle about hip hop music. I battle with this guy about hip hop music also. Same how I battle with you, blah blah blah.
Yeah, we had a whole YouTube versus. Just going back and forth, playing joint. He know his shit.
So I know my.
I wouldn't have in-depth conversations with people that don't know hip hop.
So me saying that is,
I would love to go a versus with you with Cube and Nas.
I'd have no problem. That's
easy. I would slaughter you.
No, you think so?
I know so.
Easy.
All right, so we're gonna make a group text of his verses.
Let's do it live. You have one. You do one controller. I do one controller.
Because it's only 20 songs.
Like I said, I am so ready.
He's ready.
I'm so ready.
Queens is ready.
I'm ready.
20 songs. So I think what happens is a lot of people. I grew up hip hop, and I think that people now grew into hip hop.
There's a difference.
So, and when I say that, I wasn't there when hip hop started. No, I wasn't, but when I say I grew up hip hop, the people who started hip hop, they were just growing too. And I was the little brother watching them as they learned and we learned all together. So it wasn't like I was taught hip hop. We learned it together because we're seeing everything together, even though they had an older mind than me. So I think what happens is most people who are commenting is commenting from a perspective of what people deem to say this is the hot stuff or whatever. So if I'm using Jay for one example, Jay is from Queens.
Right.
So naturally, it's embedded in our DNA.
It's not. I'm just real about music. Like my favorite artist is Jay-Z. Then comes Biggie, then comes Nas. I am the queen. I'm not a New York Knicks fan.
That's unfortunate.
See, this is so you can say my personality. Don't say because I'm from Queens. I go with real music, and I know.
Well, what I'm saying to you is
Nasty Nas will drag.
Real quick, your top three is all New York artists. So that's just telling me right there.
Nah, it's not. Yo, I feel like you're totally wrong because music is not regional. Music is for everybody to love. I have my uncle.
No, because if you don't understand it.
My aunt's husband has a shrine of Nas. He's straight from LA. He loves music. He loves lyrics. So you can't just. I feel like you just say that because you have your ear a little bit more into more West Coast, down south stuff?
No, I have my ear to music. I
Yeah,
listen to
so if
music.
you listen
Who would
to
you
music,
say,
you would
Kanaja?
say Nas is.
Kanaja, who would you say?
I don't even
is
think
the-
Q
is the
would
better
even say that.
artist? No, hold on. I forgot. I forgot. Here we go with my mic drop. Why not? Our cameraman. Who is Nas's favorite artist? Don't Ice Cube.
Ice Cube
Google
was-
it.
Ice Cube was in
Google
there.
it. The
That's-
person who you talking about.
That's dope. That's dope.
Google it.
That's dope. And Rakim is
Google
his
it.
favorite artist too.
Yeah,
Google
Rakim
it.
was in there.
Rakim is
Ice
there
Cube.
too.
It was Rakim.
And
Ice Cube.
And you know,
O'Shea Jackson.
and you know who Michael Jordan's favorite basketball player
O'Shea
was?
Jackson.
Dr. J.
Exactly.
But Dr. J is not better than Michael Jordan, bro.
I agree. Touche.
Yo, bro, you gonna get this pod. You got the wrong mother. This is jungle here.
I don't know. That was we might gotta give him a set of keys to fucking 5'8".
Yo, nigga, New York City housing is here, bro. The Connect is here. Nigga, Michael Jordan would say
that
Dr.
was
J.
me.
Nigga, but
That was me. Shout out to
Dr. J ain't gonna say he's better than fucking
I
Michael
met Dr. J
Jordan.
last week. Shout out to Dr. J. Oh, okay.
He got the smoothest fucking gray afro ever, but his ass ain't gonna say he better than Michael Jordan.
Can't fuck with Michael Jeffrey.
Yeah, Michael Jeffrey Jordan from Brooklyn.
Superstar J, you know himself a long time.
Yes.
Would you say that DJ Self is hip hop? He know his shit.
He's definitely hip hop, and I definitely give him the props that he likes to jump. I feel like you need a Skip Bayless in every pod,
Yeah.
and you need you know what I mean. I feel
Especially
like
if that's really his. It's not like he don't do this for the cameras.
no, he don't. No, he don't.
He's
knows-
really a sicko.
Yeah.
Like
No,
he
I'm not
really
a
think
sicko.
like this.
No, because again, like I said to you, what we asked Kanaja. Kanaja, you've been around for quite some time.
You know how sick he is?
Very.
Kanaja, can you answer the question?
Everybody should have shot that.
Answer the question.
Yeah, you see what I'm
Answer
saying?
Kanaja, answer the question though. Who do you have, Nas or Cube?
I have Nas.
We from Queens too.
I mean, I don't.
Or Kansas City. But you
Why
know,
you say nah?
you know DJ Self though. You know DJ
me ask you
Self is
something.
hip hop.
Let
Wait.
me ask you- oh, sorry.
I want to make sure that we clear this because again, I see what the comments say. I see people kind of pick and choose. But every time we get into these conversations, they like, yo, Self, he played bullshit on the radio. He listened to Down South. He fumbled this. He that. He don't know hip hop. Why do we care about his opinion? I want to let the people know that DJ Self is 10,000% a hip hop guy. He know his shit. He know his music. When we ride around in the car, we listening to MOP. We listening to Cellar Dwellers. We listening to classic. You know what I'm saying? Like he know his shit up and down. So I wouldn't sit here and have a conversation about hip hop with somebody who don't know their shit. That would be a waste of my time. So I just want to clear that part up. So DJ Self.
No, you can say that on
I think personally, and I'm not gonna cut you. I mean, because I gotta. Personally, I think Self has a commercial ear, as far as a dance hall ear. That's why he
I
really.
think different things influence. Yes, his
he-
opinion,
that's
for sure.
why he's like more influenced with the down south bounce. Like he's the first person to tell me about go-go. I think like Q was more of a bouncy type artist.
Ice Cube?
Yes, I think.
No, Ice Cube was a storyteller.
Yeah.
He told a lot of stories. Ice Cube also is a person who, because you keep people saying the West and all that stuff, but his whole first album catered to primarily New York.
New York.
Yeah, but
With a West Coast twang.
But he also lived in New York when he did his first album.
Yeah, he came
with
to
the
record
Bomb
his
Squad.
album.
With the Bomb Squad.
to record his album.
With Shout the Fats, the Bomb Squad, where he was heavily influenced by New York rap.
Before Nas.
Of course, I mean I feel like we all had that moment when we were younger. We wanted to dress like NWA. I think that's how we all came about with the jail suits and the Scully hats. You know what I mean? Like people was wearing jail suits in the summer. You know what I mean? Because people wanted to be NWA. But I just feel like Nas is a rocket that you're not gonna get too many Nas's ever in your lifetime. It's
Only one Nas.
It's like you ain't gonna get too many LeBrons. You ain't gonna get too many Jordans.
I think
you ain't
y'all
gonna
put
get
Nas
too
so
many
much
Jay-Z's.
on this pillar.
Pillar?
Because Nas had, yes, and I'm using the word pillar. Nas had an incredible, stupendous, if not perfect, damn near perfect, a tad bit away from perfect first album. And now it's like you're seeing his whole career, you judge his whole career off of this one album.
Oh my God, man! So where was you at when It Was Written came back out, man? Because Illmatic
was a good album. I'm not saying that.
Bro, I feel like It Was Written was better than
A lot of
Illmatic.
people. That's a conversation we're gonna have to have one day.
Yeah, man.
Illmatic versus It Was Written.
Bro, he's bugging, man. I'm ready for that versus, bro. And we can go based on 2 albums. We can go through times.
Nah, we just took
bro,
20
no
for
back.
20.
We doing it Patreon. This is gonna be our first ever Patreon.
Yo,
20 for
Superstar
20.
J.
Yo, I am
DJ
gonna drag
you. Feel me?
you.
20 for 20.
Yo, I'm gonna. Yo, you see the
Ice
camera?
Cube
I'm gonna
versus.
drag you.
20
I'm
for
gonna
20.
drag you. So, and you know why I think that he does this? Because he's a kind of guy that has personal favorites. That's not going to gravitate to the world.
No, but if you ask me what's my favorite, why am I going to?
So why would you go to? Why would you go?
You gonna play your personal favorites in the verses? Or you
Yes,
gonna play,
that's what he's going to do. He's going to lose. And this is what
I will play what's the hot song.
Okay.
I know what a versus is.
Bro,
Okay.
I hope so, man. So you're going to get dragged, bro. I'm just being real.
Absolutely not.
I can't
No
wait for
way.
this. This is the most anticipated verses I've
Yo,
ever
let's
been.
do it, man.
Crazy. Bro, guess you said I'm sick now because you tried to shoot at me.
When I first got cool with Self, we got on the subject of Steady B.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, I got the record Use Me. He was like, yo, that beat. I was like, yo, I got the 12-inch. It has the instrumental. He was like, nah, I had never seen the instrumental. What are you talking about? So I actually told DJ Tap Money this. That Money was at Kwame's show at City Winery about a week or so ago. So I went there and I got to meet Kwame, but DJ Tap Money is there. I was like, yo, giving him props, like, yo. And he said that he actually still talks to Steady B and Cool C.
Fire.
Even though from what happened, they don't really talk, but he talks to both of them still, which was really, really cool. And I was like, yo, you know what? There's a story with them. I wish that people could hear their story and not so much what they did, but where they are now with it. But anyway, I told Tap Money, I was like, yo, that record Use Me was dope. My man, DJ Self, he didn't believe I had it. When I brought it to his crib, he saw it, took it, ran, and shoved it in his collection.
And you ain't see it until you get to this day.
I didn't get it back until maybe 2 or 3 trips later.
I like that, God. I like
Jones. Jones.
That's how hip hop. That's how hip hop DJ Self is.
So Use Me beat, and you be like 1, 2, 3,
that's crazy.
boom, boom, boom.
When it's joints
that's
that
kind of like a Queens too. Boom, boom, boom.
I got, well,
boom, boom, boom.
we do the closing credits. I got to get out of here.
Nah, we done. Superstar J, we appreciate you for pulling up, man.
Yeah.
Matches, welcome anytime. Well, this is your crib, man.
I mean, like I said, man, you know, I gave an offer last time, and that offer never came. You know, so I had to go back to my New York City housing.
I respect that, man.
I can't wait to do this versus.
Let's do it, man.
If y'all
I'm
want
ready.
to see this versus, let us know in the comments for sure.
I can't wait.
Let's do it. Yo, you better put that clip up too with me and him. Yo, cut that clip up.